Whoa.
Excited.
We just got
Cut
sued. We're getting sued.
Okay, take two.
We got a cease and desist.
Oh, sweet. I'm still on this. Where are we at? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. As we set a couple things up, this is where we were last time. Check out behind the scenes stuff going on as we are here. All right, does somebody want to jump on our stream? Nice. Does somebody want to jump on stream and check our levels?
You sound good.
Check
you.
my level, please. I would like my level checked right now, immediately. How is this level?
Just so good.
Sounds good.
Check. Yeah. Ivan, good.
Hey, check. It's me, Tommy.
Mario.
Check.
Everybody sounds good.
Good. Displeased.
me.
That might change in a bit, Jessup. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's good to know.
Just constantly have to adjust this, so it's fine. It keeps me.
That's
focused.
fine.
Nice.
Keeps you doing stuff.
Yeah, it keeps my ADD at bay.
Metagame.
Until like the 2-hour mark, and then I'm like,
Nice.
is this a thing?
Yeah, right now we have a couple people in chat joining us. Thanks for coming in. We're just doing a couple pre-check things before we launch. I also want to thank, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we got like 16 new followers off of last week's session.
Holler!
We're up to 22 followers on Twitch.
Hey,
Bring on
shit.
the affiliation. I think we only need
That's pretty
like
cool.
30-ish, right?
It's something about like the average. You have to have like average viewers and time and things like that. But yeah, pretty much it looks like it's all set.
Well, that's a big thank you.
Ivan. I only see Ivan in chat.
I only see me and the channel itself.
Well, yeah, but there still looks like there's some viewers.
Oh, there are viewers.
Oh,
They don't have a
yeah.
Twitch account and they'll view anyway. True. Hi,
They
viewers.
know who they are.
I'm watching.
How you doing?
How you doing? Welcome.
Is Andrew out there?
Hey, we're gonna get started in
Yeah.
about 5 minutes.
I'll message him. He's always coming. We need our phrasing. We need our
Are we still doing that? Phrasing?
chat, man.
Skibbity-bidip.
Good.
Everybody let us one day ready this and check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, you can't let nothing hold you back. If Paul Wall can do it, so can you.
Ah.
Okay, I got a question for anybody in chat because
Do we
here's the
have to answer
thing.
in chat?
I'll ask, and if people want to answer, we can type it in chat. But like, so we just got our first episode up on YouTube as we're starting to edit this. We will post our link for you guys to check out. But is Paul Wall still a relevant reference? Because about 50 Paul
Certainly not.
Wall. Certainly
Yeah,
not.
can I field this one?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna give that a hard no. I don't think
Okay.
I don't think he's aged as well as some of his contemporaries.
Probably about
Oh,
as well as
thanks.
us.
Thanks, Mara. Appreciate it. Mara says she can hear all of us, so
Thanks,
that's
Mara.
nice.
Thanks.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, is that who Plastic Buddha is?
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't dox people. I mean, yes, but
Shout out to Plastic Buddha, who has like been extremely consistently watching our streams.
yeah, Plastic Buddha rocks.
Obviously,
Somebody else. Plastic Buddha, somebody else. Yeah, Plastic Buddha's pretty awesome.
my user in chat, fucking Doc, is just not displaying anybody.
What do you mean?
It just
You're talking about-
says me and Ivan in chat still.
Oh yeah, that's in chat. Nobody's chatted because they have to actually be members to see their names come up. But yeah, if you look at the little symbol next to time, it says 6. Yeah, we're about to get ready to get started. Yeah, we'll make this thing happen. Oh my gosh.
How are you guys commenting as how to kickflip a horse? Is because you're logged in on Twitch on your browser?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was the shadiest yes.
I was.
Yes, supposedly.
I didn't realize
Of course it
it's Tommy that is actually how to kickflip a horse.
Usually me.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
not.
me.
Yeah, that's not me.
Tommy's
I'm
on his video. It
egged.
has to be
Oh.
Ari. It has to be Ari.
Yeah.
Or Paul being absolutely diabolical.
Which would be
No, I'm
fantastic.
gonna reset my Twitch account password right now.
Hurry up, we've got 2 minutes before we start.
We're fucking killing it.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll just
Yeah,
go up to
I appreciate
Paul
everybody
Wall.
for coming out. Oh my gosh. Oh hey, we see Google on
Oh,
your
if you
on your
just
screen,
Paul-
Jesso.
Yeah, I know.
That's your whole Paul
Uh-oh,
Wall.
Oh no, not Paul. Oh yeah, so in case people are wondering, we have to put like Paul Wall.
There we go. New background.
Edit,
Why does
edit.
it have
out.
that marker? Out of all the marker choices in the world, why that one?
What is that? What is going on with this guy? It's grills. So yeah, 2000 is calling. They want their grills back.
Dang, Brett Durst is probably pissed to find out this guy is rocking his style.
It's like
Oh
you've
my
never
gosh.
seen like the guy from Smash Mouth and Guy Fieri in the same place. It's like you've never seen Fred Durst and Paul Wall in the same place.
Okay. And see, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Yeah,
This
we
is
need to start
it's
a
the solid
second,
content. Yeah.
a second weekly episode where we talk about conspiracy theories.
That's great. All right, guys, let's get this started.
Hell yes.
All right, hey everybody, welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse. It's a mostly weekly tabletop RPG live stream. This season, we are playing the Bryte system by Roll20. It is a system that was designed specifically for the Roll20 virtual tabletop. It's pretty awesome. It's a setting. It's combined sci-fi and fantasy, a galaxy facing an impending apocalyptic event. So I just wanted to hop in here because a lot of people have been asking me if How to Kick Flip a Horse has a meaning. So I just wanted to answer on here. In fact, yes, it does. Hello, how are you doing out there? Welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse. We are live. With us, as always, we've got Paul.
So, I'm Paul playing Prisoner, a shape-shifting being made out of plastic that the crew rescued from a cult. And my character's name is Prisoner, and I am running from a mysterious past.
Hey.
Excellent. Following up, we've got Ivan.
Raske Trevana. I am playing Orovona with a much longer name than that. I'm just going to say Orovona this time. I'm an Eno journalist and space traveler, occasional smuggler, and courier.
Order?
Courier.
Ah,
Like a person who delivers things.
sweet. And of course, following that, we've got everybody's favorite Rocky Man. We've got Jesso. Jesso. And we'll go back to Jesso. We've got also playing a big group of bugs. We've got Tommy.
Oh, I was muted. It was so good.
It's okay.
I
Come
talked
back.
about my Prius and how I like missionary with no talking. I'm also
Okay,
the
well, we'll come
brains
back
of the
to you.
operation.
All right,
Okay.
we'll come back to you then.
Howdy, everyone. I play the wayward refugee pile of bugs, Dr. Roach, a.k.a. Shen. I think it's Shagai, and I think I've been saying it wrong, or Shagia. I don't even know anymore. But that's me,
Roach.
Dr.
I think you
Roach.
could decide how your name's pronounced.
I know, I was all the same. What were you saying, Horst?
Oh, I was just talking about how my introduction was flawless, and I'm the brains of the operation, and clearly, just fucking.
Well, tell
everything
us.
up.
I think
Let's
it
hear it
showed.
again.
through your flawless execution.
Hey, I'm Horst Octothorpe, and I'm being played by Jesse. I'm from the Mid-Atlantic. I'm an accountant. I drive a Prius, and I prefer missionary with no talking or eye contact. Thank you.
Oh gosh, I'm an accountant. What do you do? I'm an accountant. Okay, maybe that joke goes over everybody's heads. All right, excellent. So last time on How to Kickflip a Horse Burn Bryte Edition, we had the crew chasing down a ship. There was a wayward ship that had plasma on it that seems to have disappeared. The crew has followed that ship and discovered that it had crash landed on a planet. After doing some investigating on that planet, it led them to this cave. This cave was full of Niviks. Niviks are tiny little adorable creatures with vicious teeth, but apparently they seem to be a little bit more calm than they seemed at first. The last time we were hanging out with the crew, you made your way into this cave, and you were right here now. Well, actually, over here, speaking of the... Whoa, what just happened? Okay, so...
It centers the image when you do the thingy.
Oh, but it's not showing that it's centering when I'm doing it. It's just kind of getting all glitchy.
If you
But
just do the clicky move on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
cool.
click it.
So right here, our stealth master, Horst Octothorpe, was trying to sneak around a corner and made a bunch of noise as he trampled over a big pile of tech, alerting a couple people to his presence. And that presence is a muscular Nivik. This Nivik is holding a smart slab and lounges on a couch that has been obviously removed from a spaceship. And to her feet, there is an Allron who is kind of tied up. Looks like she's been quite banged up. And she's asking, so let me ask you a question. Do you have any games on this smart tab? And starts trying to get her smart slab to start working. In the corner, there are 4 Niviks who are sorting through a large pile of technology and stop as soon as they hear the noise. But probably the scariest of all things, maybe scary, it's kind of gross, there is a this kind of beastie looking animal. It's called a goat pup. It's a reptilian animal with a sturdy head, square jaw, 2 front legs, and a body that drags behind it. But you know what? I think we should use the show don't tell method of doing this. So there is a scene going on here, and as soon as you make that noise, you are quickly discovered there, and you are just standing in this corner, and she looks over at you along with all the other Niviks, and so we have a visitor. How's it going, Mr. Sneaky Sneaks over there?
Oh, I was saying hi and trying to get your attention, but nobody noticed, so I had to make some noises. I think I can put some games on that thing for you.
Oh, can you now?
Well, I got a friend I think can.
Oh, okay. She walks over to you and she is looking at you kind of. So are you here to cause trouble?
I don't think so.
What brings you here, friend?
We came here looking for a thing.
Give me a deception roll, difficulty of 2. Although you did come looking for a thing, but or you could do something. Basically, you want to prove that. Do you want to prove that you're not trouble? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Yeah. Essentially, I'm trying to not jump right into murder hobo mode, although I'm ready to.
I would, vis-a-vis not wanting to be murder hobo, I would also like to point out that we came here to rescue people, not to obtain things.
Yeah.
People are things.
People are things.
I have issues with that.
That was me not having my notes.
No notes for you,
skullduggery?
I was trying to make it into a character.
Oh,
I guess we could do a little bit. We could do a little skullduggery.
Skull D.
Only for Tuesday
Scully
game.
D.
Check it out. Okay, I'm using the Oro voice. It's kind of tough not to. All right. So you can
It's
see
infectious.
Mhm.
you can see that.
It's a good voice.
Yes. I'm Bognog, and this here is my cave, and this is my area, and ooh, and you see her eyes dart, and she sees what do you have on you as far as you have weapons on you, and you have a slab on you and a slicer on you. She looks over and sees your belt and kind of like, ooh, you've got some shiny technology there. And the Ulron that's on the ground says, please just let me go. Please just get me out of here. And she turns to the Ulron and says, you tried to escape out of here when we just needed you to do a couple of things for us, and here you are taking our gratitude and trying to make it out of here. So you are going to stay here because I've got things for you to fix. And she goes and turns back to you and says, so are you parting with any of that technology by any chance?
Well, that depends. By thing, what I meant was I'm looking for a person. Maybe we can work out a deal.
Work out a deal. Okay, we might be able to do that. Are you looking for this person right here?
That depends.
This little...
What's their name?
She responds, and she says, I think you can see the name there. I don't know why they do the name so small. And it gets smaller and smaller. I don't like that.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see the name.
Yeah, let me try and make the name show up. Nameplate. Oh, you should be able to see it. But whatever. That's not important. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so this is... her name is... She says, my name is Eldania. Eldania Bravana. I was on the Midnight, and just so much happened, and somehow we're just here. Please, just... I'd be willing to do a trade if you've got some things going on. Is this the prisoner you're looking for right here?
Do you have more prisoners?
Give me a roll. Give me some sort of social roll. She realizes she said a little bit too much and is trying to decide how to react. By the way, the rest of you, you can. What are you doing while this is going on? Oro and Prisoner and Doc. What are you guys up to?
Did they hear the bang that I made just before they get into it? Just want to know if they have that knowledge.
I'm pretty sure they did. The cave echoed as you kind of leaned over this big thing of tech, and yeah, it kind of rattled through the whole room. So they heard you.
How does the psychic link work? I mean, are we kind of getting that any information from Horst here?
If he chose to share the information, he could have at any point, much like a comm unit, talked to us.
Yeah.
So, like, if he felt like he was, like, in the pinch. Now, I was, if I recall, like, just exploring the upper portion there.
So you were right here. You definitely heard it. Oro, you had started looking at, into this room. So this room looked like it was a big community area. Mm-hmm. So it looks like this is where people were living in squalor. There's a lot of technology and everything like that. And actually, Oro, give me a perception while you're in there, level 3, real quick. Yeah, so Oro's over here. She discovered a pit trap,
there's the pit trap
that they had set up. So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll for perception difficulty of 3, please.
Got it.
All right.
I gotta make my window bigger so I can see my stuff, and there it is.
And Prisoner, why don't you also give me a perception check, but you can do 2. Actually, you know what? I will say I think you definitely heard Prisoner. I think you're close enough where you would have heard.
Yeah.
All right. So you also definitely hear Oro as it comes shaking through the room, and as you're
Oh, boy.
inspecting kind of all the garbage, something kind of catches your eye. It's kind of something that begins to glint as you get closer to it, and you pick it up. And it looks like it's a pretty damaged, but pretty decently, like it can be repaired, disguise badge. So this is an item that can be used to kind of help you disguise your appearance. It's called a common disguise badge. It's not in great shape. It would definitely need to be fixed, but it can be clipped to somebody's clothing, and you can change the appearance of clothing or anything you imagine as an action. But right now, it's not in working order, but it does look like it's a pretty valuable piece of equipment you see laying there. So you can pick that up if you'd like.
Hariri harira. I'll tuck it in my pocket.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So this is where you guys were set up. Prisoner, you were down here by the entrance, also kind of checking things out. And Shan, you were right here. So I'm going to say at this point, she's asked you to approach. So you have sight lines of Horst. So do you want to do anything? Do you want to try and hide? Everybody's kind of paying attention to them, so you're not visible at the moment. However, you're not hiding either. So if something kind of changes,
yeah, why not? If I could maybe, I guess, stealth or like athletics, like a sprint, maybe to behind him.
To where?
Well, I mean, I guess I have to go. Let's see, real quick. Because I could get to like right here, behind this rock pile that the group was in the cave. I could like try to get to here, kind of get the drop on him behind if things went awry.
Okay. Yeah, for something like that, you're going to need to give me probably, I would say, a stealth check more than anything else. See how sneakily.
Sure. Complexity of.
We'll make it, since they're kind of distracted by Horst right now, we'll make a difficulty of 3.
All right.
Did we just lose our friend Craig? I think we lost our friend Craig.
So yeah, I'll like kind of flatten out and become kind of like a blanket of bugs as I roll across the floor, being super sneaky. Complexity 3, rolled it, I think. Yeah. Stealth, passed. Boom.
Nice. Pass.
Sweet. Okay. So
that'll give me right up to.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me get this.
Okay, counter roll or something.
I got a little something going on here. So give me one quick moment.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Craig. I don't know where you. Oh, goodbye, Craig.
Fair weather friend.
Damn, what the hell, Craig?
And could a double movement apply if I didn't have anything else lined up?
Yeah, you could try a double movement, but more importantly, as you come across this corner, you really get into a nice stealthy position. But what you see, give me a second here, I will reveal some information for you. As you come across this corner, you reveal what's kind of in the other room, and you see that there are 4 Niviks who look like they are also standing guard in that area up there. Since you came pretty well hidden, they don't hear you as you come over, but they seem to be on guard, almost as if they're kind of aware of this situation. They're kind of look like they're on high alert. As you kind of come across the corner and you kind of catch their eye without.
Now recording.
There he is. Good. Thank you, Craig.
Fuck you, Clarky.
Now, is this a ascendable wall?
Those are, yeah, that's a pretty steep, worn-out kind of staircase.
Mind you, I'm a bunch of bugs. I think I can.
You are a bunch of bugs. You can do it. Give
Fairly
me a
nimble.
perception check. Give me a perception check. Difficulty of 4, actually.
Hell yeah. Let's go, bug me. Oh, I just closed my window. Damn it. That was so cool.
For those of you that are new to this game, so the way this game works, the rolls are really, really simple. You could see that they're going to roll a certain die that is associated to a skill. So either it's a D4 or a D6, D8, D10, or D12. And the difficulty depends on how many dice they roll. So this was a difficulty of 4. So as long as they don't match, so they just don't want to match the numbers, it's a success. And obviously the more dice they roll, the more likely it is they'll match. So as you're kind of sneaking around also, and you're kind of looking, you notice that there is a very interesting, because you were kind of against the wall. I'm going to say you pushed yourself against this wall to kind of sneak around. And it looks like right here, there's some sort of gap or some sort of, looks like almost like a door could be right there. You can discover like a little door area right in this little pink area.
Oh. So as I'm like looking here, like maybe I like kind of take a look back from where I came and I notice it. Dang. But then I'd have to kind of backtrack to get there.
Well, you notice it, like as you're kind of creeping around, you kind of notice that there's something there. You can, like I said, you could definitely come back to it later, but for now, you're just kind of aware of it.
Cool. All right. Then I think my end goal would be to maybe creep past these guys, and I don't know. I'm gonna stay there and be like, Captain, are you okay?
It's all right.
I find that worrisome. Then I guess if he's cool, I don't want to alert those guys. I guess I'll just kind of chill there and stay stealthed up.
Okay, so they don't notice you. Prisoner and Oro, what would you like to do? Or actually, here, Horst, why don't you? What communication are you going to send to them? And then why don't you all just kind of do a scene of what you're going to do?
I was thinking of maybe trying presents, because I'm not trying to. I'm being pretty open and honest here. What I want to do is, as opposed to offering some of my technology, offer to maybe work on some of theirs. I was going to.
Now recording.
That's fucking rude. Fuck you, Craig. I was going to offer to build them a robot. But I was going to do presents because I'm being honest, and I'm trying to just display the presence of peace and being willing to be helpful and looking to make a trade.
I don't know if empathy might be better for that, or maybe because I feel like presence is kind of kin to like intimidating. Like you want, like, if you're gonna be saying to them like, "Hey, like I'm here, and you're gonna do what I need you guys to do," that's kind of more of a presence, or you want to be scary. I think what you're trying to do, since you are being honest, would be maybe suave or decorum. I know you want to use that 8, but I feel like that is more of a. I don't know. I mean, if you want to kind of like,
I can throw a suave or an empathy in there. I honestly don't think it's. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be too hard to sell. I mean, they want to. They don't really care about this person.
Yeah, no. Give me. Okay, so you want to trade. So what are you saying right there? So tell me exactly. You want to fix some of my tech in exchange for one of these little prisoners, peoples?
Well, that's the second time that you've made a comment that's made me think that there might be more than one. But here's the thing. I don't need to know that right now, but what I want to offer you. Yes, I have some tiny technologies. But what I want to offer you is to take some of this less than functioning technologies here and turn them into a robot for you in exchange for this prisoner and maybe any potential prisoners that you have found here. You don't want people, you want tech. I can build this tech for you in exchange for the people.
Go for it. Give me a difficulty of 3, and for what you're trying to do.
For empathy?
Yeah, I think empathy or decorum or suave, they're all the same, so I think it'll work.
D4, so wish me luck here, boys. You said 3?
3, yes.
And that's going to be a hard fail.
Okay,
But it is
so
311, so that's something to consider.
it really is very
Especially because
awesome.
isn't one of their famous songs called "Prisoner"?
Yeah, I'm gonna put
Famous songs.
Their only
I'm gonna
song,
put you
I
back
don't
here
fucking
in the
know.
corner. Put you back here in the corner in the distance. There.
Dude, y'all better come original.
Oh, good.
Get out.
I'll see myself out.
I mean, I'll be showing them the color of my energy
Oh, fuck.
blaster.
Can we go back to Paul Wallines, please?
Yeah, I think what I would like, if you can give me 5 pieces of technology that I would really like, then I will consider letting your friend here go, and maybe letting your other friends go if you do a good job and you get me some very interesting tech. For example, that slab you have, that smart slab would be a good start.
You drive a hard bargain.
You could find some more tech in here if you'd like. I mean,
Wait,
we've
as in,
searched
like,
through
look
here.
for
There's
your
stuff.
tech and look for their tech and give them their tech.
I mean, there may be some tech in these piles that you might be able to find and fix for us, and if we like these pieces of tech, then we can definitely make a deal. But you know,
Okay.
there's also the chance of just giving us some tech you already have on you working. So it's really up to you. You know, it's your roll of the dice. I don't know if you're going to find tech in these things that might be usable, but it's up to you. This is your only offer, and if you mess with us, and the creature kind of starts growling, that's down there at her feet, mouth open wide, and says, let's just say that he doesn't like people who disappoint me.
How about for every slab robot I build you release to me 2 prisoners.
You're gonna have to do a deception check again, please. Why are you
But
upside
I plan
down,
on
friend?
building these.
I know you do, but she's considering the deal. She wants to know whether the deal is going to be something that she wants to do or not.
Okay.
You're hyping the sale.
Yep.
What complexity would you like?
Upselling.
Let's do it again. A difficulty of 3 because now you're kind of giving her a counter offer. And wow.
Let's pray to the Nawalia gods here.
Nawalia
What was her
gods.
name? Lawalia? Something like that, right?
Lawala.
Lawala, that's the one. Oh, schniz.
Okay, what did you roll? My thing closed.
4, a 1, and a 3.
Okay. All right, but you're being serious. That's a deception. So yes, I think this will work. I do appreciate this offer. Why don't you find me some things, and if you find me enough gear to make me happy and can convince me that you're willing to do a deal, I may offer you one more thing to fix to release the other prisoners, because in fact. We do have some other people here, and they are off fixing slabs, but they've been kind of troublesome. So, you know, this is a deal, and I will trade you if you know what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Computers are the name of the game when it comes to me. By the way, my name is Horst Octothorpe. How you doing? And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have a friend here who will help me find the products to assure that I create the best robot for you, and they also come in peace.
Very well.
You want me to roll a d6 for that?
No. I mean, what's the what's the play
friend,
here?
technically.
Exactly.
Not to
So
make
that's what I'm asking. What's the play here? Who are you gonna have show up?
I'm trying to figure out which one of them I think is the best at perceiving without directly asking who has the best perception stat. Alright, behind the mystery door is Eldanya. Who knows what stats she has? Doc is a bunch of bugs. Prisoner's made of plastic, but I'm pretty sure Oravon has seen a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit! Yo, I'm gonna bug talk and ask who's the best at seeing things.
Yeah, use your bug talk. So yeah, you communicate. What's that? Das Vidanya, Eldanya.
Das Vidanya.
All right. So who wants to? So you got the rest of you guys are kind of hearing this conversation. So it looks like
I'm in a good position to, but I don't know. I wonder what Driftling's up to.
Yeah, prisoner. What are you doing?
I mean, I've been like, I guess if I while this was happening, I definitely would have been moving closer, but I haven't done any type of action rolls, or I don't know how we would do that.
We could do a stealth roll. Why don't you give me a nice little stealth roll to see how you move up? I will go back to the outside scene.
What type of complexity would you like?
I'm going to get a 2 right now because everybody's kind of distracted. Well, actually, depends on the route that you're taking, to be fair.
Okay, well, if I just roll 1, we can ignore that. But
so I would say if you want to roll to like here, like if you want to roll to this area or like somewhere here that's kind of out of the way, I'll give you that like for the roll. But if you want to try and get to a better area, like let's say if you want to try and get like back here past anything that's kind of line of sight wise.
I was just thinking either one of these sides where you were kind of initially clicking.
Perfect. Yeah, that's right. You can do that. Go ahead.
So I think I would have come up behind Horst here and kind of hung out a little bit, but like right around there, around the corner. Mm-hmm. How big is this scrap pile here? Like, is that a full-on obstacle?
I'm gonna say it's let's see. Let's do it like this. It is about 2 feet tall.
Okay.
So it's not huge.
Yeah. Okay. So I've just kind of come up, and I mean I've just leveled my laser rifle at this point, just down here at the nearest one that I can see. I think that Horse would be blocking from me from these like a shot on these guys.
Correct.
So I've just got
you want to stay hidden for sure.
Yeah, I've got like this guy basically. I think maybe just a little bit like more up here. I'm saying I got this guy like just around the corner. I've seen him, and I don't want to say I've got a shot like locked on, but like that's where it's like if I see him, I've got the rifle on my shoulder, and I can pop around the corner and get him.
I'm gonna say, with your hunting skills and your tracking skills that you've had, you managed to kind of walk up and you kind of line up a shot where you have pretty much this Nivik here and this Nivik in sight. And you also can also see Eldanya here, who for some reason they decided to use the wrong graphic for, but that's okay, we'll ignore that. But you see also Eldanya, who's kind of like on the ground, and she's very, very nervous, and she's kind of not trying to talk very much, but you can tell that she really, really wants to get out of here, and says, I can help you too. I'm sorry, Horst Octothorpe, was it?
How you doing?
Yeah, I know. I know. There's some really great tech, but there are other people here as well. And well, let's just say that they're not doing great. There used to be more of us, and now there's significantly less of us. Bognog says, That's enough. I don't need to hear any more from you right now. You tried to escape me. You are not on my good graces. You are lucky that you understand how to use slab technology, or else I would have fed you to Milpay. So, do we have a deal? Aura, what do you want to do real quick before Horst answers? You're kind of all the way in this corner.
Right. I guess over the mind bug, I will say, tell us what's our play here. Are we really going to try to make peace with these little guys? They've shot at us. They're absolutely keeping these prisoners for slave labor. I'm not cool with this. I think we blast them. I've been itching to use those grenades I bought.
I believe they're desperate, but I agree they are too much of a nuisance. We should...
Desperate? I mean, I just found like very valuable garbage on the ground. They don't know. They don't even know what they're doing.
Oro, give me a knowledge check, difficulty 3.
You got it.
I'll say because you kind of have some distance, you have some time to kind of think and maybe like search some information up on your slab.
Wait, I clicked 3.
Oh, I think you're...
again.
There it goes.
There we go.
You pass again. Okay, so you start searching for information on Nivics, and what you find out is that, in fact, Nivics are just scavenging type little creatures. They don't particularly mean harm. They keep people around because they need them to make stuff for them. They don't have enough know-how to create technology. However, they would rather trade than fight for technology, but they will fight if necessary. And if people don't want to do what they do, things usually turn a little bit more sour. But you realize that they are pretty... I'm not gonna say peaceful, but they're also like not quick to action. They're not super hot blooded. So you do kind of feel that what's going on here is pretty legitimate. That they really do want you to do stuff, and you do find that they are pretty good with their word. So if you give them something valuable, they may let the prisoners go. But again, you are not sure because your experience may vary with these creatures.
See, it's my entire keeping and taking prisoners. That's my entire issue.
Okay.
I don't think that is a thing that decent sentients do to one another.
No.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Oro.
Yeah.
And clearly this All-Ran woman is here against her will, and once, I hate to sound like a broken data recording, but I have those grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Shall we make
have a way that we can give them a hacked slab?
My computer skill is only a D8, so that would probably be pretty difficult. I was also thinking I do have I don't know. I was gonna say I have like the natural liar ability, and I have a Nova ability that lets me get a bunch of people to do something I want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but it's like pretty broad. Like if you had like led with intimidation or something, I could like use it to get them to flee, or if like we were trying to convince them they were in some type of danger, maybe. But I just don't think that really applies to this situation personally.
Okay. Or are you gonna? Do you want to change your position, or what do you want to do as far as position wise?
Yeah, position wise, I definitely want to get closer to grenade tossing range. If I can get to like this corner, that would be optimal.
All right. So if you kind of go into this line of sight over here, I'm gonna have you if you stay on this side, I will let you move for free because there's time and Horace can continue talking. If you move here where you're in possible line of sight, I'll have you roll a stealth roll difficulty of 3 because you're kind of getting into line of sight there.
I'm gonna just try and like peek around the corner.
All right. Give me difficulty.
So like, would that be like here or here? Oops.
I'll say there.
Okay.
If you want to peek around
2
the corner and
stealth?
see what's going on, it's 2 stealth, yeah.
I do have a special ability called Natural Sneak, but it says when I end my turn in combat without a skill roll failure.
Okay.
So I made that knowledge
Kick
check
around.
successfully, but I don't know if this actually constitutes
No, we're
combat.
not in combat yet. No. Let's see.
You don't know Oro's mental state. They could be
Oro maybe thinks we are in combat.
constant sense of combat.
Constant. I'm constantly fighting against myself.
That's my secret. I'm always in combat.
Peace was never an option.
in Mother Russia.
See you in front of a sink, like with like saying that to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Pre-rampage. This is my daily affirmations before my rampage.
No, this is the future. She has a hologram made that every morning it's her wakes up and like shows up and gives her the pep talk.
Yeah,
okay.
Speak from the diaphragm.
I'm gonna.
I am important. I will be noticed.
I would say, yeah, you could make a complexity 2 stealth roll if it's accelerated. Yeah, so you're still going to be doing a roll 2, so regardless of whether the skill can be used or not, you're still going to be doing a difficulty at 2 roll, so.
Great. Where's the... There it is. It's another
Right,
pass.
yeah. So you make your way over to this little corner. You set yourself up. You can see that you have a pretty good view of what's going on from this angle. So yeah, we'll say you're right here. We've got you hiding kind of in the corner, and we've got Prisoner who's also hiding kind of off site as well.
I fucking love this POV. That's still correct, by the way.
Go of y'all.
This point of view looks great.
Yeah, great job.
Sweet. All right, so what would you like to do? She can see that she's getting a little bit impatient. She's like, because if you're having trouble deciding, and then she starts kind of looking a little drooly, and everybody else kind of starts getting on edge. We could just take the technology from you. We'd rather not do that, but it's possible, if you know what I mean.
You think you could, but I don't like your fucking attitude, and I'm going to break off a piece of my body, and I'm going to throw it at the ropes that are containing the other Ulron.
All right. So give me difficulty level 3. I guess we would do a little melee or ranged action going on here.
Yes, right.
I would even give you skullduggery at this point because that's pretty sneaky.
I'd love to take the range if you don't mind, because that's my third note.
Yeah, go ahead. No. That's the beauty of this game. We can take whatever rolls need to be taken, as long as it can be difficulty 3.
Oh hell yeah. Let's do this. So, just to be clear, breaking off a piece of my body, I'll take 1 damage for it, even though I could very much grab a knife and throw it, but I'm aiming for the ropes to free the other Ulron.
Yeah. I'll say
and
because
it's a fucking fail, my fucking god.
You can use advantage to reroll one of those because we have a pool of advantage in cinematic times. This is the best time to do it.
Like to use this advantage thing that I've known about the whole time. That Tommy
has
made me privy to.
Right. It's we keep track of it on the ship, but don't worry about it. You can use it. We use it collectively as a pool.
Oh, fuck.
So reroll and hope not to roll a 6.
So yeah, so there's advantage points that get used. I think they call them something different. I think it's heroic points or something.
No, because go on. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. I'm listening.
There's Nova points.
Well, no, it's not Nova. It runs adjacent. It's advantage, and they come to pool. It's like anytime you use, and it used the term advantage. Anytime you use anytime you use a skill action to create a scenario, a skill check to create a scenario that helps you, like say you climb somewhere to whatever, or you stealth before you attack, you can gain advantage to help either lower DC or roll. I think re-roll one of the failed dice.
Right, it's
correct.
You can fails.
Yeah,
but you don't want to
hand lower. Got it.
Right, but the way the wording in it is, it could be pretty easy to gain advantage and pull them up. So you kind of want to be sparse with them. So mechanically, you could hoard them in a way. You could just be like, oh, I sidestepped to blah blah blah. But we're playing it with a little bit more value to them, I think.
Yeah. So we've got 6 that you have now. Using that will bring you down to 5. You can re-roll. I'm guessing you're going to want to re-roll that 6.
Absolutely.
So what happens when you do a re-roll, though? Be aware. That the other dice still stay on the table.
Oh,
So if you're going to re-roll a 6, there's still a 3 and a 6 on the table.
Oh.
Chance you might still roll a 3.
Okay. Here's the one technicality thing I wanted to talk about beforehand.
Yeah.
I just read the description for Shard Body, and it specifically says that the Shard is a melee weapon.
But you're throwing.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Can I
It's
throw
a melee
or
weapon.
should I just use a knife?
I mean, I'm going to say you threw it. I like
Okay,
this. I like the story.
Awesome.
Fucking kickflip the horse.
Kickflip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kickflip
so I'm
that
rolling
fucking
1d6 and hoping to not get a 3 or a 6, correct?
Correct.
I keep trying to roll in the fucking... Not
Oh,
right
in the
place.
in the
Yeah.
Twitch chat.
5! Yes! Best 5 ever.
Hell yes.
I haven't seen it.
Nice.
It hasn't shown up for me. Oh,
yeah,
that was
there we go. Yeah, that was super low.
All right, so okay, tell me how this looks. Tell me how this looks.
So Horst is like, he just sort of looks a little disgruntled, and he's like, starts to turn around the other way, and he's like, yeah, you may think that, and starts to scratch his head, and breaks a piece off, and spins around real quick. It goes flying through the air, whoosh, and just like cuts every rope. Like, I imagine the Olrong sort of like with their hands tied behind their back, but the rope is just one piece of rope that's wrapped around their whole body, and it just hits all 6 wraps arounds and cuts her loose.
You know what I was thinking? Because I'm thinking these guys don't know how to tie really well. I kind of like the idea where she's sitting there, and because she's also Olron and she's aware of this ability, she sees you doing it, and she lifts her hands up in the air to give you a target. Because she realizes that you've just broken a piece of your skin off and you're about to throw it, and you kind of like like you give her like a little knowing look.
Right, it's a traditional all-round deception technique.
Yeah, and then she puts her 2 hands up in the air and kind of like splits them. And as soon as she does, you turn around, it goes rushing through, and she is going to then tackle Bognog, and we are going to go into initiative.
Perfect. So she cut herself out, kind of thing.
No. She put her hands up.
It went hit the ropes. Oh.
Yeah, the ropes went through. Cool. All right, don't forget to mark 1 damage, and okay.
And the shard breaks too, just for everybody's knowledge.
The shard breaks. Okay. Yeah, it smatters against the wall.
Oh, that was sick.
And wherever we store our advantage, we should make sure to take one away.
Yeah, I've marked it on the... Where have I marked it? I marked it somewhere.
I think it's on the ship or something.
Yeah, I think I marked it somewhere. We'll get to it later, but just keep in mind you have 5 left. And you also get advantage points. This is also a little something we've kind of added to the game. Like, if you do something super badass... Well, these are all points that have been given to you for doing badass stuff. You had 2 points to start with. I gave a point for Prisoner's Spacewalk.
Yes.
I gave a point for Horst's rolling thing that like did that, and I gave you guys another point for Oro's writing, which if you haven't checked out, it's fucking fantastic.
Advantages you give us.
Exactly.
So bring your A game. The A stands for advantage.
A stands for adventure. A stands for adventure. All right, cool. So let's do initiative. The way initiative works in this game is a little bit different. You call your first action, and you roll dice on that action, and that will be your initiative number. The other side kind of goes all at once, and the other team reacts to it. Pretty much, I, as a DM, don't do any rolling. Very few times I will do rolling if there's like a contest, but for the most part, it's most of the rolling is on the players. So to start off, Horst, you kind of had your action, so we'll come back to you. But what does everybody else want to do? Let's go to Prisoner or Tommy.
No,
Tommy, you're closest. You go.
Sure.
Yeah, Tommy, what do you want to do?
I would use athletics to ascend this wall and then get the jump on him.
Okay, cool. Athletics difficulty 2, please.
Sure, great. And I will roll that. Oh, boy. And then jump to Prizzy if you'd like. And athletics 2. Boom. Roll. Come on.
And there is no failure on this because this is just setting it up. Okay, so 6. Now that's going to be your first move, correct?
Correct. Now, does that work towards my Nova, or would?
Yes.
I'm curious because you can't really. Oh, it does still. Yeah.
It will work towards your Nova once the turn starts and you actually do that move. If
Cool.
there's some reason that move can't be accomplished,
Mhm.
then that will happen. But for now, yeah, you do that move. All right. Who wants to go next? Do we go Prisoner or Oro?
I think I was just going by like who's closest to the action, and so I think that's me, like Tommy, and then me. And I was gonna light this guy up. This one that's like directly in my line. And I have a special ability that says stealth hurts when you hit an opponent that is unaware of your presence with an attack. Deal 1 extra damage.
Okay, I like it.
Hell yeah!
Let's say.
I like it.
yeah.
So a range
Mm-hmm.
difficulty 2.
Mm-hmm. All right, excellent. Cool. That is 8, correct. Who's next? Oro, or what's next?
Is there any case for me being able to use Streetwise to remain hidden and then sort of like underhanded toss the grenade up the steps to land in the middle of these guys?
Streetwise is kind of like your connections in the underworld. I'd give you skullduggery for that. Like, yeah,
Okay.
Streetwise is like kind of knowing what's going on in a
mental
city and how to get information
right.
from the
That
city.
makes more sense.
And, like, it's kind of
That
like
makes
an
more
intel
sense.
skill almost.
But
Yeah, skullduggery might work, or if you want to do kind of a ranged throw or a strength,
I'll
or
go
any
with
of those would
skullduggery.
work.
Or stealth.
Or stealth, yeah. If you want, if your first move is to stay hidden, because and you want to do this move in stealth, that's another opportunity too.
I'm gonna go with skullduggery because it seems a little bit more sneaky.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right, I got a 6.
All right, and last but not least, we've got Horst. What would you like to do, friend? You said you got a 6.
I'm just powering up the shields, pulling out the laser blaster, and getting it done on that little doggy guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that your shield's already powered up. I think you powered them up from the last fight. I think maybe if anybody took any, no, you all didn't take any hits as you were getting here, so you're good. Okay, excellent. Go ahead and roll that up. Roll that up.
Just technically.
You took a damage, yes. That is correct, but not like a shield hit. That's
right.
That bypasses your shield. So, and then Shen and Oro, when you get a chance, roll a d6 to break the tie.
Did you want a complexity of 2 ranged for mine?
Yeah, we're gonna just do that for the initial. So that's 15 for you. So, yep. So that's definitely gonna go first.
Damn, I'm quick.
Makes good sense.
Horse
starts shooting, yeah, and then the rest of us just chime in.
Yep. All right. So why don't you all give me a quick tiebreaker for Shan and Roach, unless you want to amicably decide. Like you refight.
Who and Roach?
Aura, and you said.
Oro and Horse.
I'm sorry.
You both rolled 6.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll for that? Just
You
reroll.
roll, or you can just roll a d6 or
You
just
roll
one
a
at a time.
D100. All right.
Sure, D100 works too.
Boom.
All right, 72 for Shan, because why not make things complicated? And a 51 for Oro. Cool. So we keep the order that's in there. Everybody else will go after your initial terms. So you kind of catch them off guard, and you get the opportunity. So Horst, what are you doing after you throw that at? You throw the shard. What's going on next?
I throw the shard. I pull out the rifle. Oh man, I was gonna shoot at the dog thing, but now I kind of want to make it our pet.
I have no problem with this.
Is it very clear that Bognog is the that is Milpay's owner?
Oh yeah, Bognog very clearly said that it was when you were talking, saying that Milpay will not be happy if you don't do this. And as she looked at definitely. But I'll say that Milpay right now is more concerned with the fact that Eldania has jumped onto Bognog and has her back. Has his back turned to you and is kind of charging towards that whole situation going on. So there's that.
I wonder if I break off another piece of my body and try to throw it like a bone. You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to rip off a shard and be like, here boy, here boy, here boy. We're going.
All right.
You know how dogs love chasing rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you give me a little bit of a, I don't know, what would you call that? That could be a deceive or a I'd even go with perform on this.
I'll take perform.
But yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficulty of 4. Well, it's going to be a difficulty of 3, but since it's your second action, it's going to be a difficulty of 4.
Is it my second action?
Oh no, it's your first action. That's right. You're not going to do the melee attack. So, yeah. So yeah, it's your first action. So it's going to be a difficulty of 3.
I'm going to go for
and we'll
it.
See what happens.
Perform.
Go for it.
Ugh.
Go for it.
I just always feel like my dice are going to fail. But let's not keep talking like that and believe. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to say, as you kind of start doing this thing, it does kind of pay attention to what's going on, and it takes a minute to look at what you're doing. It looks confused. It doesn't know where you're threatening it or whether you're trying to play with it, but it does not go running after it like you would have hoped, but it has broken off the attention from the his owner for a moment. So you've bought some time for Eldania to kind of do whatever she's going to do instead of being directly attacked. But you do not succeed in actually getting Milpay to run away, chasing that, but it is kind of distracted for a bit.
And I'm now at half HP. 50% HP.
Jeez. Okay. All right, so prisoner, go ahead. You take your shot. Which one are you shooting at?
Let's get the closest one to me. So this guy here.
Okay. All right. Roll. Difficulty 2 for shot. Ranged. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. As you shoot, the shot kind of comes out of nowhere, Horst, right over your shoulder. You're kind of expecting it, so you kind of move out of the side, and yeah, this Nivik goes down. And just one shot, just straight through, and a little smoking hole is left. You are now, unless you want to roll another stealth check for the next part of your turn, they're going to see you. So unless you want to kind of keep stealth, they're going to notice you, prisoner. I mean, they know that there's something coming from that direction, but they haven't zeroed in on what it is.
I'm gonna let's do a stealth.
All right, difficulty 3.
This guy's blowing up dudes with his mind.
1, 2, 3, baby.
But you
all right.
This fucking stealth.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna say what you do because they saw where the shot was coming from. You kind of do like a little combat roll to move your position so that you move behind this pile of trash. So they saw where the shot was coming from, but you are not there anymore. So you are still hidden, and they are not aware of where you are at this point, since you did kind of move your position a bit. All right, is that it?
I want
to push your luck.
I want to push my luck. I want to shoot another one of them. I want to go for this guy.
All right, so with each and every turn that we do, the difficulty grows by 1 or more, depending on the difficulty. But this one's going to be a difficulty of 4.
Right.
So this could be a difficulty of 4.
Boom! Pass.
Which one were you taking out again?
This guy up here, the second one in the line.
Yep. So you do tell me what this looks like. Like start from the first shot and just fill in the rest of it.
Yeah. So I mean, I hear Horst throwing a bone to a dog, but I know what the situation is here. That there's a bunch of these little creepy guys. I think I was the first one on the last episode that just was like, they flashed their teeth at me, and I was like, "Oh, they're so cute." Wait, and then just like, this is it. No, taking no prisoners here. This thing's going down. Whatever this creepy little fucker is, and so Yeah, no love lost. I line up my shot on the first one. It goes down. There's a lot of confusion as to what's happening. I jump and duck and roll, and then just pop over this little pile of trash technology and take out another one.
Excellent. Yeah, and it goes down. And I'm going to say they see you at this point. Unless you want to roll a difficulty 5 for stealth. But
I'm going to pop up after that, standing, I think, I don't know who's taller, horse to ride, but I'm behind him with the laser rifle up at my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm going to say you've got this pile of trash here kind of as cover. And so cover and concealment, so you definitely have a good position. These little guys are pulling out their guns. You can tell that these guns have kind of like been collected from different places, so you're not really sure on how these things work, and you notice that they're kind of pieced together. But Shen, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Roach.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I? There you go.
There you go.
So I will. I guess. I was seeing this. I zoomed in a little bit more, but I said athletics, so I want to kind of get up to here. So I am I'm getting the drop on these two here. So,
now recording.
Good.
Oh
Thanks,
God.
Craig.
You,
Appreciate
Clark.
it.
Oh my gosh, Craig.
So I want to go from here to here. I'm trying to remain stealthy. I know I got these guys on my 6, but that's 10. Unless I draw them out, I want to then use more of my movement. 10. This gets me to 25. I'm like sneaking up on them. Super quiet. If you want me to roll a stealth, I can do that. Then once I get here. Actually, I can be here. I want to use my Nova Point, split, and try this new ability that I have. So as I to be honest, I can get right up on him as my full movement, my full complement. If I go from, but it's all the same. I think I can do it diagonally anyway. But once I split, I want to occupy his square. And then I will be using my new ability called Psychic Interruption.
Pants.
This is right here. Up. Psychic Interference. You can enter the same space as an enemy and make an attack with a social skill. If you succeed, they cannot take any action as long as you remain in their space. Formidable and epic creatures are immune to this ability.
All right, well, this is definitely not formidable, so let's take it one step at a time and move back to your first position.
Sure, like up here, boom.
Yep, exactly. All right, so why don't you first roll you're trying to move unnoticed, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I rolled my athletics for initiative, so I don't know if I want to, if you want me to lead with that, but I guess I do have to remain stealthy. So, I was going to let you call it.
I will let you, is it the same die? Or lower? For athletics?
No, athletics was my stealth is much higher. It's a D6
Okay, so,
that I rolled for my initiative, and then my stealth would be a D10.
So I think what I'm going to say is if the move is lower or the same die, then you could do it. But if not, you still need to do the first turn with a die.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, go for it. So first do your athletics to see how well you kind of get over there, because you were doing a double turn to get there to begin with.
Right. Well, I was just breaking my movement into 2 parts. I have 7 spaces to move. So the athletics is coming in at what? Complexity 2, right?
Yep, 2. All right.
Okay.
So
cool.
you make your way into the position that you want to.
Then you want me to be stealthed?
If you want to be stealthy, yep. Give me difficulty 3 on stealth.
Okay, great. Coming in with that. Oh, fail. Fuck.
Okay. So as you come around the corner, I'm going to keep this point. You're going to knock down all this shit as well. And so you're kind of coming around the corner, and they notice you. So I'm going to say you still have movement because you rolled your athletics. So you can still continue moving if you'd like, but you are very much exposed now, and they see you. So
you're talking to the ones north of me and south of me, I'm sure?
Yeah, everybody hears you.
Great.
You
Makes sense.
just hear a booming noise as you knock over this.
I'm a bug in a china shop. What can I say?
Yep.
I
You're 100,000 bugs in a china shop.
Okay, so after that cacophony, I still want to come up there. I guess I don't. I mean, I can still pretty much do all that unless like I'm like drawing the attention or attack of someone. I would still make it up there. I was just trying to get a drop on them. But you know, yeah, because like if I'm doing that right, I mean, there's 10. From there, that's 15. That's only 5, and then I'd have 2 more left.
Okay.
So I could get next to them, but they'd know. So if they like, if there's attacks of opportunity or anything like that, they could kind of go for it. But then I'd split.
I'm going to say that you're gonna have to wait till next turn because you fail.
Okay.
So that technically ends your turn when you do fail. So if you want to use anything, you would have to do it afterwards. But I'm holding on to that point to use later. It's called compression point or something like that. Anyway,
collapse, I believe.
Collapse point. That's what I meant. Collapse point. I know words. I'm good at this. I've studied.
Absolutely.
All right. Cool. Oro, it is now your turn.
Excellent. Well, it's only 2 of them. That's not so many to make a grenade worth it anymore, I don't think. So, maybe...
You are aware of this group up here as well.
Yeah. I don't think I have enough movement to get up there.
No, but Shan has definitely informed you of this group up here.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, I will click here. This group up here.
How far can I go? What is my movement?
I think your movement's 5.
On my sheet, it says my movement speed is 2, but I don't think that could possibly be right.
No, your movement speed is 5. I know it's 5.
So I can move 5 squares?
Yeah, it's 5, unless I think Prisoner and Shan are 7.
Yep.
Standard's 5.
So I can move to like here-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'm going to wait for the inevitable reinforcements that are going to come from the north, and when they cluster up at this here bottleneck, that's when I will throw the grenade.
Good thing I made that distraction for you.
An excellent tactical choice, my friend.
Okay. So as you all get into your position, these two... Oh, stop. Let go. Everything's clicking. All right. So these 2 guys turn around. The 2 guys on the bottom, the Nivics on the bottom, they turn around, and one of them, the one that's up top, turns around to try and get Eldania off Bognog. So runs up to... I don't know what's going on with my mouse right now, but hold on a second. Runs up and grabs a hold of Eldania and tries to pull her off, and succeeds with Bognog helping her out. She kind of gets thrown a little bit, goes down the stairs a little bit, and looks like she kind of got hit, took a little bit of damage as she kind of goes rolling down the stairs. Bognog is collecting herself and looks over at Milpay, her dog, and says, what are you doing? And reaches out and is going to take a swing at you, Shen. What would you like to do to protect yourself from this swinging butt of this rifle that she's got?
If I could do anything, I guess another athletics roll. I mean, because I mean, it's got to drop on me and swing at me. Yeah,
so you can like, so you could try like jumping out of the way, or you can try like catching it. So yeah, you can roll against that.
Okay, you know what? I want to do something badass, even though I have statistically less chance of doing it. Instead of doing athletics at a 6, I want to do power at a with a D4 and try to like try to like absorb the brunt of it and like kind of collapse with it. So I kind of like all right. What complexity?
Give me a difficulty of. They're smaller, so give me a difficulty of 2 actually.
Okay, not almost impossible. Hey, there you go.
All right, so yeah, she goes to swing, and you catch the butt of the gun. It still has enough force to kind of trip you up, so you're kind of find yourself kind of tangled up here in this show of force. She tries to pull the laser rifle back from you. What are you doing? Give me that, you little sack of bugs! And she starts pulling it back. Do you want to fight back, or do you want to let her have it?
No, I'll try to. I will try to take it.
All right, give me power difficulty of 3.
Okay, almost impossible, but hell yes.
It is like punching the ocean. All right, so as you try and pull it back, she succeeds in getting it back from you, and you do take 1 damage as she kind of pulls it up and kind of does like an uppercut with it to get it out of your grip.
Yeah,
and you do take 1 physical damage as she tries to pull it.
Okay, was that a total of 1, or have I taken a total of 2 now?
No, you've only taken 1. Because you
Okay.
succeeded in the other one, so you only took 1 damage.
Hell yeah.
All right. We will say that now Milpay is also on you as well, nipping at your heels. And I'm going to say that because you were tied up, you are going to take a little bit of a bite. But give me an athletics roll to see if you stay on your feet. Because Milpay is kind of trying to grab a whole bunch of bugs and kind of just starts like yelping at them.
Yes, complexity of.
Complexity of 2.
All right. Oh, true.
Okay, cool. So Milpay kind of absorbs into you and kind of grabs a hold of you, and somehow you lose balance and you kind of go skittering across the floor as you kind of have your balance shifted and your gravity is kind of different. You fall to the ground. You don't take any damage. However, you are vulnerable and you're going to have a disadvantage to your physical rolls next round unless things change.
Sure.
So I will mark that. We will do this, and we will do this, and we'll do this. All right, cool. All right. Next, we have this guy who's going to take a shot at you, Horst, and pulls out their gun. What do you want to do? As you see them slowly start aiming their gun at you, slow for you, but quite fast in real life. What do you want to do? Horst, I don't know if you're here.
Oh, no, sorry.
I can't hear you.
Where's Milpay's attention?
Milpay is now on Roach, kind of has him all tied up.
Mouthfuls of bugs.
But you're currently reacting to an attack, so you can't really do anything else except react to that attack, unless you just want to take that hit.
I'm gonna pull a classic Horst and shoot there first.
Okay, so you see it pulling out his gun, and you attempt to do it quicker to see if you can take a shot. Go ahead and roll the ranged. We'll do difficulty of 3 this time because you have your attention somewhere else as you turn to see this Nivik have its gun pulled on you. So
I'm really tempted to try to do my reaction shot to shoot Milpay and then still use a second action to shoot the other guy, but I'm not going to go for it.
So here's what you could do. If you do want to shoot Milpay, you will be hit by this other guy because you have kind of a reaction turn. Right. You could take a shot at Milpay. I will let you do that. However, you're going to just absorb this dude's shot. He's going to hit you. And that's it. Because this is kind of like a turn reaction. Right. So you can do whatever you want, but that shot's coming to you right now. Okay. Unless you do something.
I'm going to blast that fucker before he blasts me. I'm going to blast that whole motherfucker. Right. Complexity of 3?
Cool. Complexity of 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard pass.
Sweet. So you shoot at him and you nail his weapon. Like the gun just goes flying out of his hand.
Oh, hell yeah. He flies through the air and charges onto Milpay. Yeah.
He bounces. All right. So yes, you shoot it. The gun then takes an awkward turn. It moves in one direction, then it heads the other one. Here, we'll do the drawing. So basically, what we're trying to say is the gun bounces off this pile over here, and then it kind of goes over here, bounces off this guy's dead body, and then goes, no, none of that stuff. What are you talking about? The gun goes off. You can see it kind of join the rest of the pile of tech, and
there's literally a gun right here.
Yep, there literally is. Okay, cool. I'm going to use my collapse point now to say that the gun that gets shot out of the hand overheats. As the gun overheats and hits the pile of tech, you can start kind of seeing a little bit of orange glow from it as it explodes, and tech goes flying everywhere, pieces and shards of technology. It seems that there was batteries or all sorts of flammable tech in there, and shards of tech go flying through the air. Everybody except for Oro is going to have to give me some sort of athletics difficulty. I'll say, Horace, you give me difficulty of 2 because you're right there. Or I'm sorry, difficulty of 3 because you're right on you. Shen, you're kind of, I'm going to say you're far enough away that you're protected, but Prisoner, give me a difficulty of 2 because you're behind cover.
I'm behind cover. That's why I'm totally covered.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you duck down. Horst, you manage to dive right next to Prisoner over this thing as you see the heat coming. This guy, however, was not so lucky as the collapse point works against me and totally knocks him out. You see pieces of tech go flying through him, and there's a little ball of fur left there. Luckily, she was thrown down the stairs, so I am going to roll for her. I'm going to give her a difficulty of 2 because she's kind of around the corner. All right. Cool. All right, so she succeeds, and this guy is going to... Oh, man, you're not going to do too well. You're not very fast, are you? Nope, you're good. Okay, so... Awesome. So it looks like the explosion took out one person. Everybody else kind of is safe from it. But yep, you are down now. You, of course, have alerted now pretty much the whole group. You see this group of 4 more guys coming down from the top, Oro. You definitely see these guys starting to make their way down in a hurried fashion. And we are back at the top of the order. Horst.
Okay, so I did technically go first in that whole order thing.
Yeah, there's just a lot of reaction. The turns are all over the place in this game, which is kind of fun. But you know, we're back now at that year. That was like the reaction round. So basically, you react to what they're doing, and instead of having me roll to try and hit your AC, it's kind of like you roll to react to it. So lots of different stuff can happen, but now their turn is over, and it goes back to your turn to actually not react, but to act. Act.
Okay.
Action.
And action.
I am going to shoot Bognog.
All right. Bognog is just hit Shan. Mm-hmm. Well, sounds good. You are within range, right? What's your range?
I've got a scoped long rifle, so I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I think your range is 60 or something like that.
Right? Yeah. The basic laser rifle is 40.
So
and then you've got the long scope, so it's 50 or 60 with the long scope. Yeah, so I think it's 60. Fine. Yep, you're fine. All right, difficulty 2, please.
Okie dokie. I did hit one quick technical question. Reaction dice rolls count towards Nova points?
I'm going to say yes, they do. Because you choose how you want to react to them for the most part. True. So I'm going to say they do, yeah.
Okay. Did you tell me the complexity?
Difficulty 2.
2. Oh, shit.
It's a pretty easy shot for you, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
It's a pretty easy shot for you. You're right there. All right. As you nail him, yep. So you're behind some cover. You see the shot hit, and she's like, "Hey now!" And you see whatever shield she had on just kind of fry out. She's like, "Do you know how long it took me to fix that?" And she kind of looks really, really pissed off. But the shield is now down.
I'm gonna say, how long does it take you to fix this, and shoot again.
Go for it. Difficulty 3.
Blah. Get wrecked.
All right, so you hit the shot again. It kind of hits her in her shoulder as she kind of falls back. She's kind of holding herself, not looking too great. Still able to hold herself on her feet, but definitely looking a little bit worse for wear.
There's another one coming right at you. There's the fail.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the
Hard fail.
Oh, it's a
Hard
triple
fail.
fail. Yeah, it's a triple fail.
Oh, that's a hard fail. We're going to take you on these. Let's see what this says.
Take you to task.
Okay,
Oh,
so as you shoot,
There's only one I'm knocking over, I think.
you
I wonder who it will be.
I love it when my
You can
fails
knock over-
affect other people.
your failure can. You could have done Shen, but because he's right next to you, I think it works better canonically. Why don't you tell me how you knock over prisoner? How does that happen?
I think I'm just gonna like.
How
How about this? How about this? Okay, so I'm shooting kind of.
Unless
quick.
you want to knock over. Yeah.
I'm shooting kind of quick, right?
Mhm.
And then maybe some sort of like. I know these aren't traditional ballistics, but like, you know, maybe the equivalent of like hot lead, like whatever holds the cartridge pops out of the rifle and lands into my shirt. And in my panic to like not burn myself, I totally topple over into prisoner and we both fall on the ground on each other.
All right. So, prisoner, you're going to either start off with an athletics roll to get yourself back up, or you're going to take a negative to any actions other than social, I guess. But if you want to take any action, you're going to take a negative. So
Let's
what would you like to
do an athletics roll to try and catch or stabilize Horse as he's falling over.
Okay, go for it.
What difficulty?
It's going to be difficulty 2.
2. Nice.
All right, so Horst is kind of falling towards you. He knocks you down. You're able to kind of cushion the impact and get yourself back on your feet so that you can continue your turn. But yeah, what would you like to do next?
I'm just kind of, I just kind of hate these like little Ewok things, and I'm just gonna blast the next one in line.
All right, go for it. That's going to be difficulty of 3. Hold on.
Ranged difficulty 3.
Yep, in range.
I hate these creepy fucking things.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, you knock him, and he gets majorly hurt. Like it just kind of rips through his little fur, and he is not down, but he's he's not dead, but he's definitely downed, and he looks very much worse for the wear as you see him just take a nasty shot to the side. All right, and anything else?
Yeah, I think that's the end of my turn.
Awesome. All right. We now get to Shen. You are on the ground. I'm gonna say you're gonna need an athletics check also to kind of get back up, or you're gonna take a negative to anything you want to do. Unless you want to power yourself up, you could do that too.
No, I'll athletics myself up. Did you apply the condition to me?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yep.
So athletics to kind of right myself. I know it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
To think
Let me
of
take the
being
condition.
active.
Yeah, I'm going to take the condition off if you're going to do athletics first. I think that's a good way to resolve it because then your difficulty's up for the next one anyways if you decide to do another turn.
Okay, cool. Because so what I'll do is okay, sure. Athletics to
Okay, you succeed,
pass.
so you kind of get yourself back up on your feet, on your
Mhm.
bugs. We'll say, like, I'm imagining
would-
Will Pay's kind of like swatting at your bugs, and that's what kind of caused it to like fall apart.
I also like to think that not to deviate too much, that he works in such an interconnected way. Like each one works almost mechanically. So like when you disrupt it, like they can't function together as well. So they kind of like lose balance. So they kind of have to rewrite themselves and kind of like trapeze themselves together. So he's like kind of or they have righted themselves, and then I will two things. Like I will do the Nova point to split because I can't. Like that was my whole. I started with that, but I'm going to like before I do that or as I do that, I want to look to the guy and I want to roll. I look at him and I want to start like kind of just creeping up in, all 100,000 of me as I kind of like split and be like maybe into his own mind, roll like a presence and just be like, give it up. Your time is over. It's death for you. It's nothing but death awaits you.
Okay. Yeah, I could do a little presence check for. You're talking about Bognog?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to be 2. I mean, it's difficulty of 3 because it's the next moving turn.
Mm-hmm.
But with all this bloodshed and everything going on, I would say she kind of like, she's like, okay, I yeet, and she runs past you and like kind of tricks you as you're talking to her, takes the advantage to kind of get away, and she takes a couple of steps and starts moving her way back. Yep, we'll say that's the failure. That's the result of your failure. You kind of gave her enough turn to run away. Mm-hmm. Oro, what would you like to do? Which actually does not work in her favor right now. Actually,
right? Yeah. As soon as I see anyone clear this, the walls around this intersection, I'm gonna bowl that fucking nade down that hallway for damn sure.
Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and say that the group of 4 kind of step up here. Yep. Looks like 2 are going to be headed up and 2 are going to be headed down to kind of try and get around. So yeah, let's see. How far can you throw that damn thing, that damn grenade?
That's a pretty good question, and I don't have the answer. I'm a hack and a fraud.
I mean, you're gonna have to throw a pretty good distance because it's.
Some other fun things that I don't know about the grenade is how much damage they do.
Oh, excellent. Okay,
so I thought some of y'all had that written down. I was looking for
you got to
do a 10 range.
I would say that right you're throwing
got a range of 10.
Okay, cool.
So that's how much area it's going to do. It does burst, so it does 3 damage, the regular grenade. And I'm going to say probably, I'm going to give you like, I don't know, maybe like a 30, I think like 25, 30 feet would be a good throw. Maybe 25 feet would probably be about the distance you can do it.
Sounds good.
And you can also take movement. You haven't taken any movement either.
Well, given my lack of familiarity with this equipment, I will maintain my distance, I believe.
All right, excellent.
If I can hug at 25 feet, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, this is good.
Skullduggery? That's what I used for initiative.
Is it the same as ranged or melee? Ranged.
No, those are both different from each other and substantially lower.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say because you're still hidden and you're kind of sneakily tossing a grenade in, I will give this one to you. Mostly because I just want to see. Mostly because I want to see you blow these fuckers up, but also because I think it makes sense.
And you've been building towards it.
When the DM's bloodthirst matches my own. Complexity 2?
Yeah, complexity 2.
That's a pass, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna say like Oro kind of rolls this, like doesn't like throw it like grenade style, like kind of gives it like this bowling ball kind of throw, so it kind of rolls.
And I'm specifically imagining like a bocce ball.
Yes, like a little bocce ball. And the thing kind of is, so the thing kind of goes rolling down as it hits the ground, and it goes off. Do me a favor and roll a athletics difficulty 3. She's gonna have to do one too.
Who?
At you.
Oh.
Yeah, and Eldania's gonna have to roll one also. Oh shit! Yep. Boom! Explosion. Okay, so what's going to happen is this. As the thing explodes, you're kind of keeping a nice eye on what's going on, and you're not able to get quite far enough away, and the light kind of blinds you as shit goes flying past you. You don't take any damage. You don't take any damage, but because it's such a closed space, the sound and the light just kind of deafens you and kind of blinds you like a flashbang going off. As it echoes through the hallway, just
sort of underestimated the power on these ones, didn't I?
A little too much mag.
Too much pepper on these eggplants.
But the other thing that you notice is, though, luckily the place holds up, but the rest of these guys, they don't do so well. As you take all 4 of them out, it looks like Bognog was able to get out of the way in time because it didn't land next to her and it was up the stairs. But the rest of these guys go off and definitely take a beating as you take care of 3 or 4 guys all at once. Excellent. All right, so Bognog continues taking off, crawling over the dead body she sees. Let's see.
Did she get flashbanged? Or did she make her save?
She did. No, she got flashbanged. She didn't
okay.
get actual damage, but she's pushing through the room, still trying to push through, but kind of blindly pushing. And this little guy right here is kind of just like weeping and just like looking very like non-aggressive now. He's kind of on the ground and he's definitely very hurt, and he is not going to do anything. It just kind of sits there kind of in the fetal position and kind of has its hands up and is pretty much downed. Not dead, but definitely downed. And that will just pretty much take us back to the top of the order since everybody else is fucking dead right now. What would you like to do?
I would like
Horse.
to demand that Milpay become my servant since
Oh,
I
that's right. I
bested
forgot
their
about
master.
Milpay. Sorry. I totally forgot about Milpay.
Oh, that's
Milpay is going to try and also take off following Bognog, seeing that Bognog has left. So tries to push past you, Shan. Do you want to do anything to stop
Yeah. Well,
weird lizard fucking creature?
Yeah. Actually, I mean, if he, I want to try to jump on him, and yeah. How would I? What would we like to roll there?
Put a bug
I
in
mean,
its
there's a couple
ear.
of things. You're bugging me. There's a couple things you could roll. I mean, I could see athletics. I could see power. I could go
You could
melee
become-
too, because you're kind of like punching him, going after
You
that.
could become pants for the dog.
No, I'm gonna go.
Hands for the dog.
I would
I've been rolling
also
a lot
give
of
you
athletic-
skullduggery.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with athletics. It makes the most sense, and D6s are always solid to roll.
Okay. Cool.
All right then. To grab
So he
on.
goes running past you and kind of like runs between your legs because he's freaking out. Heard the sound, saw his master running away and goes chasing after her, and kind of goes right past you. You grab a hold of this thing, and it does not look happy to be grabbed. So it's going to nip back at you and try and get a bite. Go ahead and give me an athletics difficulty 3 now as you try to dodge this bite as it's coming after you.
Okay. Could I try to use my psychic interference?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Okay. So now that I've avoided the athletics, the bite, I'll enact that ability I was going to do earlier, in which I can use a social check to essentially to stun it.
Okay.
I'm going to milk it. Oh wait. No, I'm going to have to go with a presence. Difficulty 4, presence.
Yep, difficulty 4. Yep, 2, 3. Yep, this one's 4.
4s have not been good to me. Damn.
This one was also the same. Okay,
Yeah.
so as you kind of start to interfere with it, you're surprised at this thing's kind of loyalty to the owner. It's so strong, it kind of knocks you back on your feet. Because it's just like you're trying to convince it or try and do some psychic thing. But the loyalty that it has for this thing is just so powerful that it makes you weak So
yeah,
the dog's
kind of
will is stronger
reverts
than
back
yours
on you.
and controls you.
No,
You
I
now
mean,
run on all fours. On all fours, you
like,
run to Bognog.
Look, I respect a strong mental bond. You know, I'm a bond guy. I'm a mental bond guy. What can I say?
Okay, and so I'm going to say it makes you weak, but I'm going to say it makes you mentally weak. So I'm going to say for a little while, you're going to be taking probably till the end of this particular map, just because time is
Sure.
You're going to take negatives on your social, is how we'll resolve that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm going to say with that, he kind of takes off. Shan went. Oro, is there anything that you'd like to do?
Wait, that was the.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
That's now it's okay. So now it's back at the top of the order, right? So now it's Horst.
Is it because did Eldanya go?
Eldanya is down on the ground, and she got flashbanged pretty hard. She's just sitting there chilling. She's just in the corner. She is not moving. She's got her eyes covered. She fell down the stairs. She is not having a good time.
I must admit that I got a little distracted because I was working really hard trying to figure out the probability between complexity and dice rolls.
Oh, I have a chart, but I'm not going to tell you. But you figured it out.
No, I didn't.
It's not hard. It's really not hard to figure it out.
Hard. You say that, but I've got very little progress to show. But anyway, I'm back into the real fictional world, and shit, man, how close do I have to be to take a shot at this motherfucker? Because if I can move to here and shoot 60, mama, I'll take that shot.
This is a.
How many is it?
This is a tough.
I would have to move a solid 15 foot, and then I can take a 60-foot shot.
Okay, do it.
I can't,
if that's what you can do. You can't move?
I can't do things right because I'm an idiot.
So, where are you trying to move?
No,
exactly.
I just needed to get off of the distance calculator and actually grab a chair.
Yeah, that happens.
What do you want the complexity to be on this shot?
You're shooting from that corner right there? Like that's where you're going to shoot? I'm going to give you a difficulty of 3. That's a pretty tough shot. You've got to kind of wind it down. Yeah, that's a really tough shot right there.
It's bodies. Just, they're on the ground, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's bodies, but that's a drop. There's a very small kind of opening.
But he has the high ground.
He does have the high ground.
I am military trained.
I'm not saying that you're not going to be able to do it. I'm just going to say it's going to be difficult.
I'm taking the shot no matter what complexity you give me. So.
Yeah, no, difficulty 3. Difficulty 3. I'm going to give it difficulty 3.
Difficulty 69.
Come on, you got this.
Difficulty 112.
Oh, mama.
Alright, who are you shooting?
Bognog.
Okay, so Bognog takes a bullet to the leg, or not a bullet, takes a laser burn to the leg and goes down into a big piling heap.
That's one arm, one leg I've hit from her before.
Yep, you're not sure whether she's breathing or not, or if she's still alive, but she is definitely downed.
My next action is going to scream, Milpay, I am now your master. Obey me and come here, and I will love you until the end of time.
Yeah, it doesn't really understand what you're saying. It's not, it doesn't speak that language.
You're right. Hey, Milpay!
Milpay kind of looks at you crazy and goes over to Bognog and starts kind of licking her and like, get up, kind of, the little head thing where it's just kind of trying to do it.
I'm pulling a sniper wolf where I
the
take
Bambi.
A bandana and now have
The little TW.
I need her kerchief and her smell.
Mm-hmm.
This is
all right.
It's not technically the end of my turn yet, right?
It's not technically the end of your turn. No, it is not.
Okay.
I like to believe you don't know if you hit him.
That's fine. Can I just walk up to this dude and punch him in the face? Just hit him
sure,
with the butt
go
of my
for
rifle.
it.
Yeah, that's what
go for it. I'm just gonna let you do it. There's
cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna
no
casually
difficulty.
stroll the fuck up and just fucking deck him.
Yeah, because he's sitting there like kind of whining and weeping, and then boom, you just knock him, and I'm gonna say you knock him out. Are you trying to kill him, or are you just trying to like do more damage?
No,
it doesn't matter because you hit him and you kill him.
Okay, well.
I'm just looking at his hit points right now, and any little bit of damage would pretty much kill him. So yeah, I'm gonna say that you kill him with that shot. He was on very much one last leg, anyways.
I'm gonna drop
all right.
a classic line. How you doing? And butt of the rifle.
I thought it was yeet yeet.
I got a
Nivik
few
boy
classic
delete.
lines.
Okay. So right now you've got what looks like a down Bognog, Milpay, who's kind of sitting there whimpering, trying to get Bognog up. What would you like to do?
I kind of regret my actions now.
Yeah, it happens.
Usually once
It's in the heat of the
smoke clears,
battle.
yeah.
It's in the heat. It's adrenaline. Murder hobo.
Murder
Nice one.
hobos.
Who did that?
In space.
That had to have been Ivan. That's my
Yes.
guess on
That-
that one.
That's
I know
his
what you're
handiwork.
talking about.
Is really impressive.
It was very
You
impressive.
never cease to amaze.
For my MS Paint quality cursive,
Yeah,
It was-
like the. At least
that really makes me
5
feel like you've been blowing
paragraphs
smoke up
worth
my
of.
ass about all the other stuff.
You could have
wrote, like,
convinced me you
5
drew that with an Etch-a-Sketch.
That,
Yeah, for
okay.
real.
Can I get some backup here? That was well done. I don't think I
No,
can.
really well
it
done.
was
Okay,
well done.
okay.
I'm saying it was the type of thing that, like, it's one of those, like, magic Etch-a-Sketch things, like, to draw, it looked like a single line drew all of that.
Right.
Yeah, it was a single line. That's why it appeared all at once.
Yeah.
Impressive. And
That's
also,
crazy.
you wrote
All right.
like 5 amazing paragraphs of backstory today that got me actually emotional at work. So
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
It was so good. All right, let's move on with the encounter. Do we want to do anything, or because right now you can kind of the way the situation is right now, you can end combat and kind of go back to normal because it looks like you incapacitated Bognog. Looks like Milpay kind of is not going to actively go after you unless you go after them. So unless you've got something particular going on, combat will end unless you want to continue attacking. So let me know.
I've got immediate action I want to take, but I'm very willing to hear what everybody else wants to do first.
Yeah, I'm not ready to assume that we have taken care of all of these Nivex.
However,
So I think we should proceed in order.
Yeah,
At least-
I'm
at
with
least for
them
now.
of, we only know what's around the next corner. We don't know what's past that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
before we go forward, I want to roll over here. I can wait for a turn in initiative, but I just want to point out that I did notice this door. Maybe it could even cut them off. It might be worth exploring, or we could come back. But sometimes when we go forward, we don't always go backwards.
Such is life, eh?
Yes.
Sometimes you go forwards and you just don't go back.
I've been standing next to a door this whole time? My god.
Yeah, the heat of battle. I mean, I only discovered it, a minute or two ago. But yeah, it's right here. And then I will either roll over, point it out to whomever is closest in the turn order. Hors d'oeuvre.
I think that sounds like a solid plan. I would like to go confirm Bognog's demise. But as I pass, like when I get to here, I want to just be like, "Hey, you good?" To Eldanya.
Yeah, you could see that she's kind of hurt.
You cool? You took a tumble.
Yeah, I've had better days. But
Sure.
I'm doing okay.
Probably all have.
Can I do
Can you do me a favor? I think she kept some quick bandages I had over in that chair over there. Why don't you grab me a couple and let me heal myself back up?
Me
Hey,
too,
you got
please.
it. My Bug's friend is a doctor. He'll take care of you. I gotta go check this out though, real quick. And
Oh, okay. Thanks for so it was an.
no, they got you. They got you.
Can
It was
Oro
meant to
pull out a
I
flask
guess.
right then and take a sip too?
be
Yeah.
fine, kid?
You're gonna be fine, kid. Don't you worry.
You bleeding?
You're a rock.
Yeah, you're
You're
fine.
a rock.
Oh, you're solid. You're solid. You're good. You are literally rock. Well, I guess crystal, but whatever.
Nah,
Same thing.
yeah, rock.
Just a fancy rock.
Fancy rock. Okay.
Well,
I will either obtain the bandage, give her a bandage, like apply it myself as I make my way to the door.
Yep. So I'm going to say that in the kind of little area by this seat, she has kind of a bunch of different things. One of the things that were in there is 3 quick bandages.
Anything else?
So,
No.
Oro and Horst are making their way up into this hallway. I'm still back here. I kind of see a little bit of that exchange. I think I'm gonna meet like Doc like over here. Maybe I grab the bandages.
Yeah.
And like we both walk down here to treat this person and
triage.
Triage or whatever.
Sorry about that. Why don't you give me a perception perception check difficulty of 2.
To who?
Or sorry, difficulty 3. Roach, you said you were looking to see if there's any loot in the room, so give me a difficulty of 3.
On the Persepi, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Persepi Cherokee.
And
on the Persepi Checky.
Persepi Checky 3.
Excellent. All right. So, in that little box, you go searching. You do find the 3 quick bandages, but you also find 2 torch rods that seem to be hanging in there. Torch rods they're like 1 foot long sticks that glow when activated as an action. They come in a variety of colors and give off light and 30-foot radius. So it's kind of like it's pretty much glow sticks. You find 2 big ass glow sticks. There's a nice med kit in there, and you find a headlamp as well. So those are the things that you find in that box.
Awesome.
I put it in chat. 3 quick bandages, 2 torch rods, a med kit, and a headlamp hanging for thee.
Hey, with that perception.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right, see you later.
The reason for the treason.
All right.
Speaking of going, do we want to take a little fiver?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a tenner. Come back at 10:22. Why don't we come back at 10:32? You could give a quick 10-minute break.
Cool.
Give you guys an opportunity to do something. Thank you all for coming and checking us out. Please come back in 10 minutes. Real quick though, in case I want to let you guys know that we have our YouTube page finally up, and we are starting to post videos. So if you can give that a check and follow and subscribe there, that would be really awesome. Also, make sure to follow this Twitch. That would be really fantastic. And we're posting all our information on the Twitch page for our emails and everything like that. If you want to reach out, if you have any ideas, or if there's anything that you can think of that you would like to add to the show, maybe some artwork. But if not, just come hang out and say hi. All right, we will see you guys in 10. Thanks.
Boom. Adios.
Check 1, 2. Hello, hello. What's going on?
Good check. Good check.
I just realized my head's been cut off the chat. I wonder how long that's been.
Which chat?
In the little window that shows in the stream.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this Craig dude's super duper. So we're trying to use this Discord chat bot called Craig.
And Craig's the most unreliable fucker ever.
No, I mean, to be fair, he's doing a lot. Like, he tries really, really hard, but he's not succeeding. He stops recording every once in a while, and then jumps back in and pushes our chat things everywhere. It's a pain in the butt. That was a good segue for Gesso.
I'm back and ready. It is fucking cold out.
It is so cold out.
Now recording.
For 5 minutes before I stop.
You keep trying, Craig. I believe in you.
Yeah, if anybody knows any other options besides CraigBot. Now recording. Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, yo.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Pirate's life for me.
Yeah, that's right.
So as I tried to load this stream up on my phone at one point just to check out how it was going, I realized Twitch is now streaming Thursday Night Football.
Oh no. But yay. I guess football.
Yeah.
So do you think that is more or less competition for us?
I mean, they may have like a few more subscribers, like just a few.
Question is, are we competition for them? Should they be worried?
I think they should be.
The HTKAH nation. HTKAH nation.
Where's the... Oh, I'm like... F? No. I think kickflip's one word. I've been saying hitka.
I've been saying hitka too.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes I like to add the F to it, even though it's one word. To try and see. Hitka.
I'm always last, right?
Sure. I'm not saying I took a nap, but I had a blue dream, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Oh.
Ahoy hoy.
Hey. The gang's all here.
We're streaming. We're a podcast.
Look at us,
lawyers.
podcasting.
Guys, I got
Yes,
distracted
welcome
by that
to
math
the-
problem for embarrassingly long.
What math were you doing?
Oh,
I was
do you want me
I
to
was
send it to
making
you?
a pie, not a pie chart, but a graph of like with dice number on the y-axis and complexity on the x-axis, and I was doing the probabilities of each.
Sure.
Sounds fun. Okay, yeah, I'm following.
Well, I realized I'm just not as smart as I like to think I am.
I mean, did you realize that there's a inverse correlation between frequency of doubles and higher dice?
Here you go,
I'm
friend.
not sure
Yeah, there you go.
how you just said that, but yeah.
Inverse correlation.
Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. Are my numbers?
Let me see.
You can't see my numbers.
I thought you were posting them in chat. Anyways, cool.
Actually,
So there's
they are. I just did them the other way. Because this is the chance of not rolling a double, not rolling a double.
Yeah, this is the chance of succeeding.
Yeah, okay.
So the chance of failing is inverse of that.
But the couple that I did are pretty much right, so that's cool.
So just so you know, if you roll a d10 with a difficulty of 7, you have 6% of getting that.
Right.
Not
Yes, she
terrible
is.
odds for how difficult the thing may be. All right, cool. Are we ready to carry on, folks?
I guess.
Yes.
People of all ages.
Mhm.
All right, let me do this, and it's all. So, like, I don't know if you guys know what Roll20 looks like, but sometimes I've got it set up so that I have to roll the banner, and I have this, of course, the welcome page all the way at the top, and then I have to scroll the banner on what page the players see all the way to like whatever I'm on, and I pass through stuff that you all haven't seen yet or won't see for a little while, and I'm always worried like don't fall on it, because I know it's happened once. I know it's happened once or twice where it just like drops, and then it's like, hey, here's this map.
Oh, no.
And there was take a screenshot. But don't take a screenshot. I'm asking you to be nice. If you do take a screenshot, pretend you didn't see anything. All right, so you're in the Nivik Cave. I'm going to say you're out of combat order for now, unless something else happens to get you in combat. However, for now, you are out of combat. You all are in front of this poor passed out little creature and the little dog that's licking it. And in that room, I don't think I described kind of what's in that room that they are in. This, like I said, this is a cave. It's like outside. It's a bunch of mushroom land kind of things. But in here, what you notice is that this is kind of like a guard post chamber. This chamber up here, up to the north. It looks like a guard chamber where
I got it for you.
there's kind of like barriers, and there's kind of some kind of wheels that are kind of used to set up to kind of keep people out, so there's only one way to pass. It looks like that's where these guards were. So it looks like they were guarding something in this hallway up here. Right now it kind of is empty as far as for people or creatures and things.
Is so Bognog is down, but not
Yeah, Bognog is not dead yet.
Okay.
Very, very weak. I'm going to say that Milpay is kind of growling as you're approaching. So
Sure.
if you're going to approach, you're going to have to deal with Milpay.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd like to pull out one of those mushroom rations, or the edible mushrooms that we found,
Mm-hmm.
and try and use that as like a little, like a hey buddy, and maybe also an empathy roll.
Okay, that works well. Let's do an MP3 roll of three. You're
Okay.
giving it something, so I'm gonna say, yeah, let's do 3. This is kind of, I'd say, be more difficult, but because you're using kind of food to help kind of come in and soothe it, I'll give that a 3.
Oof.
All right, it snaps the thing out of your hand, and it kind of gets angry at you for trying to soothe it, and it's definitely kind of barking at you. It's making these weird kind of, I wouldn't even say barks, because it's kind of like this lizard creature, so it's doing this kind of half hiss, half kind of like bark thing, like
Doesn't like the mushrooms, huh?
No, at you for approaching. The empathy failed.
Oh,
and it's just
sure, I
looking
know.
at you.
I really hate that sound.
Yeah, that's good sound there. That's new album's gonna drop. Yo.
I guess. Well, if I can't approach anymore, I guess I'll. Fuck, I don't know.
I mean, really, at this point, you kind of feel like you're either gonna have to knock this thing out or put it out, or pretty much go around it and avoid Bognog. But if you want to check on Bognog or do anything around there, but I would say that if you kind of walk around it and kind of leave it be, you notice that it's kind of is keeping its territory. It's like defensively, like kind of watching over the body. So it's giving you like, it's giving you a berth as long as you don't get within like right in front of it. It doesn't look like it's going to come after you either. So you do have a little bit of leeway to get past it if that's what you wish to do also.
I think what I would like to try to do is get Bognog's attention and say, "Hey, if you call the dog off, I will toss you a bandage and stitch you up. No dirty tricks down here."
Bognog has just watched you pretty much kill like 7 or 8 people and blow them up. So for her to believe you, you're gonna have to do a very nice empathy roll. But I'll say like the rest of the crew can kind of help out. Like if you are kind of
a lot of abilities specifically for a situation such as this, which
tell me
include
about it, friend.
The special ability Natural Liar, which allows me to reduce the complexity of skill rolls made to verbally trick or deceive others by 1 to a minimum of 2.
Okay.
I also have a special ability which is an upgrade from, or I guess it's not really an upgrade, but the prerequisite for it was having Natural Liar, called Demagogue, which Stone Cold lets me reduce the complexity of skill rolls made to lie by 2.
Oh, damn. So it's like you have both of those. Is that a Nova skill?
No, those are both just special abilities. Those are both, I got both of those from story path stuff. Or no, Natural Liar I started with, but then Demagogue I got as a story path.
Okay, alright, so let us say then I'm going to give you a difficulty of... God, I'm going to say difficulty of 5. I mean, this is a tough sell right here because, yeah, you have been an attacking force. You started the aggression. They had been kind of talking with you, and it aggravated on your side first. So, yeah, difficulty of 5 to get this.
So, I can also use a Nova ability called Social Control. I spend a Nova point to reduce one NPC's mental and social scores to 2 for the next 10 minutes. So would that lower my roll against convincing?
This motherfucker wants a dog.
Well, I know that my friend Horst wants a dog.
Aww. I'm just like, I am appreciating your effort is what I mean.
Let's see, I'm trying to look at...
You're not pulling anything on this punch. Like, not holding anything back.
Alright, so let me just check real quick which would be more difficult, because I think it sounds like the demagoguery would actually be better, but
well, that's a special ability. The last thing I said was a Nova ability. The special abilities I can just use.
Sounds good. So what is their dice on that? Sorry about this. It's
what?
fun. Here we go. Social, that would be this. So yeah, it would take, if you use the Nova point, it would take you down to 2.
Great.
So
I'll do that.
You use the other
I got so many Nova points.
All right, awesome. Cool. All right, so difficulty of 2.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that she believes you. Sorry, but asks you to throw a bandage over and to lower your weapon. Please, all right. If that's what you mean, just put down your weapons. Throw me some healing and.
Yep, definitely. I'll toss her. I'll toss her med. Whatever the thing is called, the quick quick bandage. I have 7 of them.
Okay. So you throw it over. She gets it up. She's like, "Look, I'm sorry. Please, just, I'll let you go. There's going to be no more fighting. Please, what can I do to get out of here alive? Please,
What you are going to have to do, my small wounded friend, is release the rest of your prisoners into our custody and turn over any extra cool valuables you might have, and then you're going to have to hightail it out of here and tell us any cool stuff about your ugly dog.
Okay.
Which we will also be keeping.
Oh.
We ever see you caging people again, you're fucking done for.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's some intimidation going on, there's some talking, so I'm going to put together a couple of things and see how this turns out, and I will kind of use the roles to kind of resolve. Bye, Craig. Hi, Craig. Whatever. Horst, you're intimidating, so give me intimidation difficulty of 3. Oro, you can pick a role as well, kind of something that you want to use to kind of
Can I use
like
presence?
it's a suave presence, one of those things. Horst, yes, presence.
Okay.
Presence
You
works.
said 3.
Yep. And Roach, if you want to kind of, and Prisoner, if you want to kind of get involved, also. Damn.
I mean, I'd love to do a suave roll for that.
Go ahead, do a suave roll.
What difficulty?
3.
Remember, her mental skills are all reduced for 10 minutes. It wasn't just that roll.
No, I know. I got you, but that's why I'm gonna say you've succeeded in getting some stuff from her, but I'm gonna say what she's kind of willing to give up to you. She says she's willing to give up the prisoners, and she says I don't think I can give up Milpay. I mean, please, is there anything else that you would do instead? Please, I tell you what. I can tell you about something. I can tell you about a piece of equipment. I've had a special treasure in here, and I'll tell you what. If you let me keep Milpay, I will let you take the prisoners. I will let you take my treasure, and I will just let me hold on to Milpay. That's all I ask.
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna put a hand on Oro's shoulder. Just sort of nod. And I'm gonna add, and you can't take anybody else prisoner again. For any reason.
No more prisoners, no more forced labor.
No, okay.
Take your dog and get out of here.
Oh wait, she's like passed out in the corner.
We'll find the treasure on our own. I don't even want to look at you and your weird dog anymore.
So what did you say?
I was just telling her to scram.
Yep.
Keep the dog. You're lucky this time.
Okay.
Bam!
I'm gonna put out a low bones for Oro as we walk away.
Hell yeah. Low bones.
Doc. I would like to just treat her, which I kind of did, but
who do you want to treat?
Or she is the well, I guess he's all what is it?
Danya.
Danya.
Yeah,
Danya. Chill
Prisoner.
prisoner. Chill prisoner.
She's alright.
Weird background for me.
It kind of works with the.
It actually does. Yeah.
It looks kind of like the opening of the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The rocks are very similar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
Guys, what do we do?
How about Kool-Aid?
Where's Oro? Let's bring Oro. Oro wants to join.
Maybe we should drink the Kool-Aid. Hey.
I do want to build a little computer with Candy Crush and Angry.
Flappy Angry Bird.
Yeah, Ariel. It's
Areola.
right? Like
Mariolas. I'm gonna build
Bonbon
some.
Smasher and little flying creatures with issues.
Okay.
These are games on a slab that I want to find in the trash and give to Bognog.
I would like to approach the door I noticed earlier.
Okay. All right. So you approach the door. Why don't you? Yep. You've already kind of located it. So it's this kind of stone door. It kind of became obvious because you can see that there's like a piece of metal that kind of sticks out that kind of looks like it's a mount. But as you inspect it, you can definitely tell that in fact it's kind of like a little latch into a corridor. As you go into the corridor, you see that there are bits and pieces of different shiny tech, but what really stands out is you see that there's a broken down jet bike in the passage that's sitting there, and it looks like it's in really decent condition. It looks like it's got some of the parts that are kind of broken off of it. It doesn't seem to be working right now. But it looks like you might be able to repair it with some of the parts. It looks like over the years, they were getting people here, bringing them to try and get this bike fixed. It's one of the projects that kind of was being worked on. So it looks like there are enough parts in this room to be able to attempt to fix this bike right now.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to fix the Yatama 666.
Yeah, that's a little outside my wheelhouse, but I will relay that to the rest of the crew. I noticed this door earlier. Just wanted to check it out. Found some shinies, and then I found this sick-ass bike.
Excellent.
Sicky.
But maybe we could come back to it, and we need to regroup. I am talking like Oravona.
It is infectious.
It really is.
Because I'm so charismatic.
When I first planned to do Shen's voice, it was kind of going to be like the guy from Star Wars, like, Annie, how are you doing? And then Oravona started to speak, and I was like, oh, there it is. Okay.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I was like, nah, that's fine.
It is hard to keep Oravona from slipping into Watto territory.
Yeah, I mean,
if I've had too many cigarettes before we play, it definitely becomes much more Watto-like.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe I'll add like a weird, like buggy, clicky sound. And I was like, I'm never gonna remember to do that. So I was like, flat effect. We're going for it.
Oh yeah, you guys have trouble remembering one voice. That's amazing. You know how many times I'm like, I don't know if this is the right voice for this NPC. And how many times like I've used like 3 different voices for one NPC before. Like I was talking like what's her name from Ark for. It was very fun. Right.
Are you gonna voice Hieronymus, you think, Ari?
I wanted to ask what the voice would be. You think we should resolve this scene before we do?
Let's resolve it
behind the scenes.
Before we start talking.
Hey, do you have a suggestion for a Hieronymus voice? Send us an email at howtokickflipahorse@gmail.com and send in your suggestions to see what Hieronymus, Horst's nemesis, should sound like.
Follow us on Instagram. We'll harass you less than fucking random callers do.
Then anybody, period. We're not gonna.
Seriously, like you might get a notification from us every now and then. It's fine.
I know it's a low bar. Okay, we are going to let's resolve this issue. Okay, so as you start making your way back up that hallway, let's get back to this map. All right. As you see everybody running out, Eldanya comes up and says, "Okay, guys, please be very careful. There's something coming up that you need to know about. There is quite a crazy-looking trap in this other room."
Oh shit!
So, yeah, you're gonna need to kind of take it easy.
Is this some type of a cryptic hint?
So she explains that in this room over here, there is. Sorry, let me. Whoa.
Oh.
In the room coming up ahead, the prisoners are just in the other room. But as you make your way through there is a piece of machinery that looks very interesting. It looks very odd that it would be inside, because as you look over to the wall, you see that there's an engine from a spaceship, what looks like it to be an old plasma spaceship on this far north wall over here. And she tells you, Eldania tells you, okay, there's a tripwire right here, and if you hit it, it will turn on this jet engine and it will melt us. This is how. And you look over and you see charred in this area right here. You see that there is right in front of it what looks like what's left of a very cooked Kathuk.
A Kithcook.
A cooked Kathuk, another bug-like creature, is just kind of sitting in a pile right there.
Damn. If only we had Jeff Beams, because jet fuel can't melt Jeff Beams.
Wow. Well, thank you, Eldania, for pointing this out to us. I don't suppose you have any abilities in disarming tripwires, or should we all just take the chance of stepping over it?
Oh no! Look, it's
Like
4 feet in
25
the air.
times.
These guys weren't very smart. They had this so that they could walk under it.
It's like belly height.
You just need to crawl under it. It's super easy. They're not very smart,
Okay,
but
oh yes, this makes sense. Okay, everybody, watch your head if you come through here. And I'll like duck under it, and I'm gonna ask, do you know if there are gonna be any more of these Niveks up here, or do you think that was all of them?
she says they're after this is the prisoner's chamber. I'm not sure exactly what's here. I know kind of at the south side is where the rest of the tribe lives, and they kind of hide off at times, but I'm not sure. All I've seen from inside that room was just the prisoner's area. I know there was a big rock wall to the south, but it looked like it was all piled up and kind of hard to get through. So it doesn't look like it'd be very easy to go anywhere else. So I think this hallway just ends pretty much in a in the where they're keeping the prisoners. Please, there's people from my ship. I was on the Midnight, and
oh yes, we have worked with the Midnight before. We're also looking for members of your crew as well. And,
oh my gosh, please.
And your cargo. So yeah, let's do it. Let's free them and get the stuff. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'll tell you about everything that happened, but
oh yeah,
I don't think you're not going to find the cargo. Please, I'll tell you all about it later, but we really need to rescue the prisoners now. And
yes.
I'll tell you all about it once we get out of here, I promise. Please, let's go. So, yep. So I will say you all successfully make it under this trap. There's really no point. It's pretty high up in the air. It's 4 feet, so you just kind of have to like roll under it. It doesn't take much skill at all. So you make your way through there, and you are greeted by a large sheet of metal that looks like it's pulled from the side of a spaceship that's been kind of constructed into a door. And that's what kind of separates this room from the other in the south area.
I start eating it.
Yeah, I guess we'll just take a rest here while Doc has his lunch time, I guess. What time is it?
I've been fasting a little bit, so you know.
Hey, eat the whole door,
Doc,
man. Treat yourself.
Do we have healing items?
Treat yourself.
I could use some heals.
We have med kits. We just found an
6 quick bandages.
I'm gonna say you can heal yourself up to max. Get rid of a quick bandage or 2 quick bandages or 1 med kit, whoever's got them, and we will call that done.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you,
So,
I'll take it from my inventory.
Thank
all right,
you,
cool.
Doc.
So you get through the door, and no, let go. Don't do that. Stop! No, quit! No. All right. So as you start chewing through the door, it comes off. It's delicious. It is some grade A space steel shit. Like it is good. You get through that. As you do, you kind of, I'm guessing, going through the lock. The door opens up, and inside, you see. Just want to make sure one thing because I want to just hold it for as long as I can. All right, so as you open the door, you are surprised as you see 3 people. You see 2 Cthulhu's and what looks like to be kind of a half Ulron kind of looking creature. And did it just reveal the area or no?
No, it was briefly something showed up, and
is it now? Can you see?
Nope, no, it's even less.
Reveal area. This is objects and tokens, yeah. And then boom.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. So you see 2 Cthulhu, and you see kind of what looks like, kind of partially Ulron, kind of looks like he's kind of morphing into something different, kind of like he's in between, so you realize that it is a Driftling. But what's super interesting to you guys, and I mean super duper interesting, as you look over, you notice those 2 Cthulhu's. Those 2 Cthulhu's are both Mac and Lathius.
Mac and Lathius?
Mackie Els.
Mac, who, if you recall...
Sorry, I was
Mac and
Mac and Talon?
Talon, yeah.
Mac and Talon, what did I say, Mac?
I thought Mac
yes.
saw back on Ozobnia. I thought it was only Talon went.
Sorry, you just saw Mac and Talon, not Lathius. So you see Mac and Talon, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Which is very interesting because you remember seeing Mac only a few days ago on the planet Ozoni asking you to go on this mission.
We're only here for Talus or Talon. Yeah.
Either this Mac is a Driftling or the other one was a Driftling, I think.
When the void's going on.
I think that's where we'll leave this session today.
Oh,
I want to thank everybody for coming to check it out. This has been How to Kick Flip a Horse. We really appreciate you guys coming. This is a lot of fun for us. And if you had fun too, let us know. Just subscribe to us and send us some good stuff. We'd appreciate it. But this is everybody. Everybody saying goodbye.
Goodbye,
everybody. Goodbye.
Just so. And I've got a special outro for you today. So please stick around and listen to How to Kick Flip a Horse.
Still ballin' in the mix. It's that 6'6", I'm mixing them niggas sticking your chick. Pulling tricks, looking slick at all times when I'm flipping. Ball sipping, car dipping, redwood grain gripping. Still tipping, I'm still talking, I'm slow rolling, slow rolling, slow rolling, slow rolling. There's no package, no package. So blowing on that endo. GameCube, Nintendo. 5% 10, so you can't see up in my window. These niggas don't understand me, cause I'm boss hog on candy. Top down at Maxis with a big Glock not handy. Pieced up, creased up, stand dressed to impress. Big boss Bill Buckle under my Michelin S.O. Gucci shades up on my braids when I escalade. When I'm riding spree wheel sliding like an escapade. I got it made, the big boss of the north.